All right, Keller, today's idea comes from the Twitter feed of Stephen R. Covey, who says one of the most important ways to manifest integrity is to be loyal to those who are not present. In doing so, we build the trust of those who are present. I have to admit, I was looking for something about loyalty. I found this quote, and then I said to the wife, "Hey, wife, what does this mean?" I couldn't even figure out what this meant. It took me like 10 minutes.
I read the quote and I thought about you. I am not patient with people who are not present. And it kind of seems like, I see you being, you give coffee to the guy that lives down the street and you always engage with people. And I think it makes you be a better person. But the way the quote reads to me is that you do it and other people see you and that makes them admire you more, which kind of defeats the purpose because you're doing it for show.
Interesting that you thought of it that way. When my wife finally explained it to me, it was more that if you're loyal to the people, like if someone's talking trash about someone who's not in the room and you're loyal to them, that's loyalty. It's easy to be loyal when someone's around you. It's harder when someone's talking trash about them to not like start piling on and talking trash as well.
Yeah, I think that's more self-control than loyalty. I get her interpretation of it. Maybe maybe we could have your wife on the show.
Oh, I'm sorry. She can't come in the closet right
we
now. She's busy.
we outsourced all that. Do you see my point though? Like, what's your thought process? I don't remember the guy's name, but there's this guy that lives by you who you always like. Your kids will go out and talk to him. You make him coffee, and you make him feel welcome. And I admire that. But what's your driving factor?
Good old Charles is
Charles.
in a nursing home and has not been released from the lockdown yet. So we haven't seen Charles in a couple of months. Thanks for bringing him up. It's
Well, yeah, but before the lockdown, why were you doing it?
well, because truly, my kids are always saying the same thing. Charles always comes to our door at the exact wrong time. I'm like cooking dinner. Karen's not home. Everybody's screaming at me. And then Charles rings the doorbell for coffee. And they're always like, why do you go answer the door for Charles? And it's because Charles has exactly one friend,
Yeah.
me. He has zero friends in his life, like
Well,
none.
yeah. And I think that's the quote. I think that's you exhibiting or demonstrating loyalty to your family, being like, this is someone that most of the population would ignore, and this is the right way to be. I mean, do you see that or no?
I mean, I definitely see what you're talking about. I don't think this quote's doing that, but I definitely see that idea. I really think the quote's like, hey, just don't talk trash about people when they're not around.
So Franklin Covey is basically saying, don't talk trash.
Hey,
I mean, his whole thing, the 7 habits of successful, highly effective people, is a paradigm shift. And so maybe our paradigm to view the world is don't talk trash.
I think that's when it breaks down, just don't talk trash.
I think that's an aspect of it. I don't think that's a complete quote, but
Dang it.
well,
Did we swing and miss today?
maybe tomorrow we have the same quote, and I'll ask my fiance see if
Oh,
she can break it down.
yeah. Let's have them do the work.
All right, guys, if you have a quote you'd like us to further explore, please reach out. You can find us at Reposted Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I'm Andrew Keller for Larry, not talking trash. Robert saying thanks for stopping by.